Hello once again, everybody. This is Rich with High Percent Trading. I'm doing a follow-up here. I want to show everybody what I call how to trade the markets using the accelerator pedal and the brakes. And what I mean by that, this is a follow-up to what we discussed last week. Uh, this is actually trading the markets here November 2nd. That's Monday. And what we mean by that is you must employ different techniques, methods in order to trade these markets successfully and be profitable day in and day out. In crude oil, for example, and that's what we're going to cover first, we're going to apply the accelerator pedal for the first hour after what I call the pit open. The pit open in crude oil is 6 a.m. Pacific, that's 9 a.m. Eastern, and it goes for the first hour. That's what I like to do, trade momentum, use the accelerator pedal for the first hour. So for the first hour, trading from 6 a.m. until 7 a.m. Pacific, that's 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. Eastern. What we're looking for is the first trade setup after 6 a.m. Here's 6 a.m. right here. I can actually put a vertical line if we want to see that. Whoops, I should put the vertical line maybe here. That would help, wouldn't it? And there's our 6 a.m. right here. All right, so here's the first trade signal. Again, this is using a momentum filter. We've discussed this before. If you have a really good momentum type series of filters on your indicators, that's what you're looking to use. This one is using a combination of indicators here in high percent trading. Part of them, part of what they are is the a profit indicator. So it's long here, and then we're looking to take one more add-on long here if it was higher. And that was it. Then we're trying to manage this trade. Now, this is the first hour. From here until out to here is our first hour. So normally the way we like to do trades is trade in multiples of 2. Try to get a scalp on one. Try to hold the other runner with the stop at slightly negative of break even for the long big run. If you did that, your entry here was right around the 45.92 level, and we went up all the way here to about 45.73. That's roughly 75 to 80 ticks on a runner, which is a very good profit. But again, that's the trade. We don't continue to follow trades up and down. We did have an intervening short trade here. I do want to talk about that, so I will amend what I said about the runner. This would have been from here to here would have been your runner. Then we had a short trade here, again following the momentum or the accelerator pedal. This trade had a slight scalp profit, but the stop would have gotten stopped out, and then back on the accelerator pedal again, long here with the second little add-on here if you wanted to take that, and then this is the one that went up, and that enabled you to pick up about another 50 ticks here. So that's trading the accelerator pedal. Now it's time to trade the brakes. So starting after 7 a.m., if you're looking then to take new trades after you're done managing this, now we're going to apply the brakes. So we're going to employ a different technique. And the technique that I'm going to use here is I'm going to use the octopus. I actually have it here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this one on and turn this one on. And then I turn the other one off. Actually, there's no need to turn this off. I just wanted to show because it has trading times built in. You can see the trading times are built in here from 6 to 7 a.m. So it's looking to do that. It'll turn itself off automatically. So let's take a look at what the trades are then after that for the next hour or so using the brakes in crude oil. Okay, so now again, this is 7 a.m. out here. You'd be still managing the long trade, eventually getting out, and now we're going to apply the brakes. Now what we're doing is we're employing a different technique. We're trying to let the market come to us on retraces, in this case with the major trend, and again using other indicators that help you time these trades. This one's using a series of about 10 indicators boiling it down into one simple trade signal. So you see crude oil came down. This was your trade setup signal here. On a scalp basis, this one went on to make about 10 ticks and no runner because we just didn't move higher. Then we got a second entry here, got a nice, again, able to get a nice scalp of about 6 to 7 ticks, and then a little runner here that would have amounted to about 15 or 16 ticks. And we talk about how to manage this trade. As you continue to move, then we came and tested the lower boundaries down here. All right, came down and tested the lower boundaries. This is what's called a phantom trade. And here's a trade where you did get long. You had a tight stop. It got stopped out. Re-entered one more time. You were able to get a nice scalp here for about 7 or 8 ticks, but again, not able to get a runner, and then stopped out on the runner. Runners only are successful 1 out of 4 times, and that's basically because the markets are generally backing and filling and chopping the other 70% of the time. But still, overall on the campaign, you can see some very good trades all the way up. We were using the accelerator pedal at the beginning, then going to the brakes, and then the market changed trend. Remember what I said about earlier, if you followed, trading is all about patience, discipline, and timing, right? You have to have the patience and discipline to sit and wait on the trades, and then when the proper setup occurs, you use the timing to enter. This was the octopus entering the trade right here. Very nice trade going down to do not only a scalp, but another nice runner for about another 18 to 20 ticks on the runner. So again, that's how you selectively trade these markets, and that's how you use different types of trading methodologies at different parts of the day to be a successful trader, basically day in and day out. Now let's take a look at another market. All right, applying the same accelerator pedal and brake to the equity markets. This is the Russell 2000 from today. Now, our trading times are a little bit different on this. As most of you know who trade the U.S. equities, the pit open is 6:30 a.m. Pacific. That's 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So we're looking at taking the trades right after 6:30. In this case, 6:30 was the open out here. Patiently waited. The market moved up and then got a nice entry here, right, using the momentum type accelerator filter. That went up to make a very nice profit. We actually made a new high here on the session. This moved up about $300 to $350 per contract. We had mentioned taking a second reentry trade, but one thing I want to point out, I always look back to the left, and you can see earlier we had a series of trades here and a reentry trade here prior to that. So prudence would dictate that you could stay off of that trade, even if you did take it. So in other words, if you did take the trade and then tried to add on, your stop would have been under here and you'd be out. Notice we're still going to work within normally the first half hour, but I'm going to show you a little bit something different today about why you should extend that a little bit further, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. We're getting into the next series of trades then. We came down here at 6:42 Pacific, got the nice trade entry here. We don't normally like to add. If we have a blue arrow, we don't normally like to add on the black, so the trade was here, good all the way up. All right, now we're getting to our 7 a.m. Time slot, okay, and this was actually about 6:55 to 7 a.m. There's a 5-minute period in here. Actually, in the live markets analysis room this morning, I had indicated that this was a good time to not take any trades, even though you might be signaling trades on this basis, and the reason for that is as follows. I'm going to pull up this one indicator here that we called the Band-Aid auto indicator, and you notice today that we had a major report. This is a high impact report. This was the ISM Manufacturing PMI at 7 a.m. Pacific, that's 10 Eastern. When that happens, we like to sit back and not take that trade in the 5 or so minute window period. As soon as the trade came out, we're going to extend the accelerator because we have a major report. We're going to extend that another 15 minutes. All right, so we like to extend another 15 minutes. Normally, we only run the first half hour, but when there's a major report, that alters things and you can expect continued movement. So we're going to continue to use the accelerator method for the next 15 minutes. And your entry was here, a very nice entry to the upside here. You could either do an add-on here or here. And then that brought us out to where we want it to be. Notice we're still within our window period. Okay, we've not gotten to the 15-minute mark, which is out here. And using the accelerator pedal method, we got a short trade here. All right, the momentum turned down, so the short trade came down, and we came down into a profit-taking area right in here. Okay, now notice this puts us out at 7:15 Pacific, 10:15 Eastern, the very time now that we want to start employing a different type of method, and that type of method is the same method that we showed over here on crude oil. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use a different technique. Okay, we're going to use the same one we used in crude, and I'll show what it is. It's this one right here. That's the same one we used in crude oil. So very simply, just apply it, and then I'm going to reload it, and you're going to see the trades then that the break has put on here starting at 7:15. Okay, here's our vertical line right here, 7:15. Here's our vertical line. So now we're using the break method. We're waiting for some nice retraces, using all the filters that are available on the indicators in order to do that. We came down. This is what's called a phantom trade right here. First time into the phantom, signaled a very nice trade. That was right after the 15-minute mark. Came up, almost made a new high, came back down again. Right, and again, same setup. We're using the same type of setup. Actually, this is using what's called the S2 setups together with the Profit 2 indicator and some other indicators to help filter this. Again, it's done automatically, produces the trade, back up we go. You could have followed this trade up. Now, the entry on this trade was right around the 1165.30 level. You can see we've traded as high as 1171.30. That's roughly 60 ticks or $600 on a runner if you had it. And again, I'm employing the same technique because you can employ this throughout the day now. We pulled back down. We had a retrace lower. Again, had the same beautiful setup down here. This particular indicator, the octopus, filtered it, signaled it. You could either enter it automatically and trade it automatically, but again, gave you another nice entry here. So again, you saw how to apply the accelerator in the first 45 minutes, and then we apply the break with a nice trade here and a nice trade here. And if you were still in this trade, you could be managing it by taking your stops up every time that we have this wave indicator signaling a higher high, higher low. You could be trailing your stops all the way up, and there's no saying where this market is going to end. We are starting to get divergence here in real time. This is 9:58 Pacific, so I would expect that we're going to get some sell-off now and probably return soon down to this mid-band unless this divergence disappears. But right now, again, you could just be trailing your stops up. Notice we had another support area here that you could move your stops up to. All right, so that's how you trade the accelerator and the break. And in doing so, if you employ this methodology, this is a very sound trading methodology, you should be profitable in your trading if you're disciplined and follow this pretty much every day, 22 out of 23 trading days on average. I just wanted to point out this week we're inviting everybody here to the High Percent Trading to attend the live markets analysis. You can attend any or all of these this week. Just come to the website here, highpercenttrading.com. Click on and you can register to come in free and see this in action again tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. We'll be employing the same techniques. Also, you can get a full-blown free trial. We've not offered this yet, but this is a full free trial right now to everything that's here in High Percent Trading, and you can follow along with this. If you come over here to the website and click the free trial, it will take you to a link that you can go ahead and just fill out some information, and we'll get that right over to you. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope this was beneficial, and I'm sure that if you employ this type of methodology or a methodology similar, you're going to be extremely successful and profitable in your trading. Thanks for watching now. I hope to see everybody soon. Bye-bye.